So I wanted to come on here and do a bit of a recommendation for a Sonic webcomic that I wasn't even aware existed, but it's been going on since about 2015. And that webcomic is known as Sonic ReTold, and it is done by Sonic fan artist Glitcher, who's known for doing some spectacular artwork. In fact, one of the more notable ones that he did was doing the Mecha Sally arc, where he basically did his interpretation of Sally in her Mecha Sally form, sneaking in the dead of night into the home of her brother Elias and his wife Megan and their child, and getting ready to kill them. And you see above Mecha Sally this aura, this vision of the real Sally crying out in pain, like she doesn't want to do this, but she's being forced to. So Glitcher basically in 2015 decided he was going to do his own interpretation of the Sonic Archie Comics. Now we know Archie Sonic Online, and he's even talked about this. Archie Sonic Online is basically continuing after 247, basically continuing where the comic left off before the first crossover with Mega Man, the second Genesis wave, if you will, and before the soft retcon reboot that occurred after the Worlds Collide crossover. So we know that Archie Sonic Online is doing that, doing their version of that, or their take on that, and and like I said, even he acknowledges that. So what he's decided to do was go a different direction, and he's deciding he wants to retell in his own way, and in a more darker, mature way. He's decided he wants to retell the events that took place after issue 230, like around issue 231, 232, or something like that. And I'll tell you, when Glitcher did this, did these issues, and he's done 4 so far. The most recent was this year, which was issue 4. When he did these stories, I'll tell you, he takes what you see in the original book and he bumps it up to the upteenth level, because, like I said, it's darker, it's more mature. It's a lot more violent in a way, and to me it's so well done that I have no choice, as this video says, to come out here and recommend it to you guys to check out, because it is very, very well done. I mean, he basically takes a lot of concepts and goes in a similar, if not a different direction. He takes concepts that we were probably expecting to occur in the original run, and he actually starts to, follow through on them. He starts to give us little hints and moments here and there. A good example of this is the recent issue he did, which was issue 4, where he basically seemingly has, Sally breaking through the control that Eggman has on her as Mecha Sally, but what he does is he has Eggman noticing this might be a glitch, and that Eggman, when he notices a glitch in any of his bots, roboticized or self-made, he uses a controller on his ship or from his home base to override them and basically force them to do what he's ordered them to do. And in this case, in this issue, this 4th issue of the Sonic ReTold webcomic, it's to have Mecha Sally kill her father. And when Mecha Sally has her father up in the air and it looks like she's about to deliver the final blow, he tells, he calls her name, or he says her name, calls her his little girl, and that seemingly breaks through the control, at least temporarily breaks through the control. Linda, yes, the same Linda from the Dark Legion, notices the stalling. Eggman, like I said, acknowledges the glitch and then goes over to the control panel and just basically pushes forward on a handle, if you will, that on a on a handle on seemingly like a stick, if you will, pushes it forward to override the glitch, thus forcing Mecha Sally to, Sally asked Mecha Sally to deliver the final blow. And the last image we get is of Mecha Sally having oil leaking out of her ears like tears, but in reality they actually are tears, because she was forced. She finally breaking through little by little, getting back her free will. It seemingly looks like that's occurring, or that's what Glitcher wants us to believe. You know, it's seemingly that she's upset. She's saddened that she was forced to do that, or Eggman forced her to do that, and she didn't want to. So it looks like we're getting little hints of her breaking through. And a lot of people commented on that and basically said that when that moment comes, once Glitcher gets to that moment, that's going to be a moment to where, even as Mecha Sally, but with her free will, she's going to basically trash Eggman. She's going to rip out his throat. She's going to probably try to kill him. So, yeah, Glitcher, you know, I got to give him credit. He's doing a tremendous job here with this webcomic, because, you know, it's something that I didn't, honestly, you know, honest to God, I didn't even, like I said earlier, I didn't even know about until it was recommended to me on DeviantArt. I think I said this earlier. Maybe it was in the video that I had to redo, because I was talking about it in a previous video and that didn't work out. I kind of lost myself. So that's why I'm redoing it here. But yeah, basically, like I said, you know, it was recommended to me earlier, and I think I mentioned it earlier, but it was recommended to me through DeviantArt, and that's how I discovered it. And again, I have to give Glitcher a lot of credit for knocking it out of the park. Now, he hasn't uploaded a lot right now because he's kind of like taking a little bit of a break, but he is working behind the scenes on the script for issue 5 as well as on the pages, because he does both, which is, you know, pretty cool. And, you know, I guess he wants to make sure that issue 5 is a decent continuation of, you know, of the story. But, you know, overall, it's like I said, overall the series, I should say, is really good. It looks really good. As I mentioned, he basically takes what was originally conceived in the original run up to the next level. He takes it to the next upteenth level, and, you know, I gotta give him credit for doing that, because, you know, because with Archie Sonic Online, you know, they're basically trying to stay true to the original Sonic run during the Archie license, or during the time with Archie Comics. So this time they're trying to stay true a little bit to that, but, you know, by basically, like I said earlier, continuing where they left off, you know, with 247, you know, before that whole situation happened there. But here, what Glitcher's doing, as I mentioned, is he's basically taking a lot of the stories that were already written and published and retelling them in more darker, mature ways, and basically, you know, putting in moments in there that, you know, have consequences, that have consequences, as well as have hints and Easter eggs of what's to potentially come in future installments. Now, surprisingly, like I said, he's been doing this since about 2015, so he's been doing this for about 6 years now, which is pretty cool. And the only question is, how much longer is he going to do it? Like, what is the end goal for him? And I'm assuming that the end goal for Glitcher is to get to maybe about 247, and, you know, or even to 250 at least, you know, his own interpretation, and just end it there. But we'll see. But yeah, I highly recommend checking this out. I highly recommend checking this out along with, believe it or not, along with, you know, Archie Sonic Online, because it just shows you that fans, you know, some fans may have enjoyed the Mecha Sally arc, some didn't, but it just shows you that, you know, in the fans' hands, that if the fans are given a chance to, you know, show how it should be done in their eyes, you know, and not just in the eyes of somebody that used to be a fan but is trying to be more than that now, that it can actually, you know, be just as good, if not better. So yeah, you know, this is just another example of that, if you will. So anyway, sorry if I rambled a little bit or lost my train of thought for a bit. I was trying to unscriptedly think about what I was going to say, you know, And I'm also trying to do this where I got an opportunity, if you know what I mean. But anyway, thank you all for watching. Again, highly recommend it. I will provide a link down below in the description. Check him out. He also has a Patreon page as well, to where for $1 a month you can actually get early access to the pages yourself and see them before he officially puts them on DeviantArt, Affiliate, or whatever other site that he decides to post them on. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to come on here, do that little bit of recommendation, while I have the opportunity. And again, I'm sorry if I ramble a little bit, or if it seemed like I lost my train of thought. I was trying to think about what I was going to say. I was just, trying to make sure I can do this when I got an opportunity. You know what I'm saying? But, oh, well, I can. I'm also doing it unscripted, so what do you expect? But, yeah, anyway, check out Sonic ReTold. I think you guys will like it. I think you'll get a kick out of it. I think you might really thoroughly enjoy what you see here, in my opinion. Because, like I said, he takes it to an upteenth level, and he does it in a more darker, more mature way. So, until next time, guys, God bless, take care, like the video, comments are welcomed, and I am out.